Hi everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to another video. It's Vlogmas day 21. Oh, I'm getting quite excited now. Oh, I need to be a little bit quiet because everybody in the household is still asleep. My boy is back. It's so lovely to have him home, I can't tell you. I was just, gave him a big hug when he arrived at the train station yesterday, and I don't think I've stopped hugging him since. But we had a lovely meal, we sat and chatted and we watched telly together and showed him around the house. And when we arrived home, my car parking space and my garages are at the back of the house. So we have to come through the back garden to come into the house with his suitcase and all the rest of it. So obviously he was going to see the hot tub for the first time, and he didn't know that we were having this for Christmas. So I was explaining in the car that there's a joint present for him in the garden and it's a family thing and you might have to help me get it up and running and one thing. And he was going, what on earth could this be? And when he walked into the back garden and looked at it, he went, really? This is what Grace asked for? How much did this cost, Mother? I said, it's okay. It's only a cheap, put it up yourself job. Anyway, we'll see what happens with the hot tub. But Adam was a bit flabbergasted, to say the least. And when I came to the kitchen, I said, oh, we've also got 3 trees. 3 trees? I said, yeah, one little one in the kitchen. We've got a pop-up tree this year. We've got the new Balsam Hill tree upstairs. No, anyway, there was lots to show him. And he was going, oh, the house looks lovely. It's festive. It's cosy. He said, oh, it's so lovely to be home. So anyway, that's all great. Super, super. I am also feeling a lot better this morning. I've had a really good night's sleep, which was great. And the antibiotics have kicked in, so definitely an improvement there. But as you know, I've got to go back to the doctor's this afternoon. I think it's 4:20 my appointment. So we're going to do some bits and pieces before then. I want to get out early this morning while everybody's still asleep, while Mum's still settled at home. I'm just going to do a quick run over to Tesco's. They have car washing facilities there, and I want to see if I can get the car washed and valeted. And whilst that's happening, if that does happen, fingers crossed, because it's probably going to be really busy, I'm going to go into Tesco's, and I've just got a few bits and pieces around the house that I didn't pick up yesterday in Morrison's because I was concentrating on Mum. I've run out of things like dishwasher salt and a few bits and pieces, so I need to do a little Tesco's shop. So we'll start by doing that, and then let's see how the day rolls. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I've just driven out the garage area. Out of my driveway and just caught a glimpse of the front of my house as I've turned the corner, and my little lights on my little potted Christmas trees at the front of the house are flashing like they're having some sort of fit. So I think that's telling me that the batteries need replacing. So when I get home, I'm going to have to do that. In fact, there's a few batteries now around the house that I need to change. Do you find that when you put things with little batteries in over Christmas, if you have them on a lot, they only last about 2 weeks, so you sometimes have to change the batteries a couple of times before Christmas. I try not to have everything on too much or all the time. Christmas tree is a bit different. I have that on majority of the day now, but the other little bits and pieces I perhaps just put on in the evening, or and then on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day I have everything on all day, non-stop. I don't know if anybody else does that, but that's what I do. So I'm going to keep your fingers crossed I can get this car washed this morning. It's going to be rammed, isn't it? It's going to be rammed, but we'll see. We'll see if we get lucky. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not absolutely imperative, but I don't know, I just like everything to be, I've got quite an organised mind. I like to be very organised, and I like to be very clean as well, my house and my car. And I just think that if all the jobs are done, it's gone then out of my mind, and on Christmas Eve I can sort of just, you know, just not have to worry about anything. The house will be clean and everything's done. And is that just really fussy? Or is that what everybody does? I don't know, but that's what my aim is this morning. But if I can't get it done, I can't get it done. I'm not going to wash it myself. It's too cold to be outside washing the car. I might, but no, I don't think I've got the inclination to do that. But tomorrow, I'm going to go to the hairdressers. So you'll see me with my curly hair again tomorrow, because my hairdresser likes to do my hair curly, as you know. And I do it sometimes now as well, with those great curling tongs I got off Amazon a few weeks ago. If you look back on my videos, I know a couple of people bought them after I showed them in one of my vlogs. They're really good. I'm not very good at curling my own hair, but these are brilliant, and it makes it really easy. They're absolutely fantastic. I'll link the description again today down below for you. You might be able to still, well, you can still get them, but you might get if you've got Prime, Amazon Prime, if you want to buy some in time for Christmas, you probably still get them. But they're really, really good. I also wanted to say to everybody that commented on my video yesterday, thank you for your really lovely comments, and there were such lovely words of support as well, following my little accidental bumping into Scrooge at the doctor's surgery yesterday. Oh my goodness, I think some of you could see it did throw me, completely through me. It wasn't a very nice experience, albeit it lasted seconds really. But the weird thing is, and I'm one of these people that I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. I think things happen for a reason. But two very weird things happened. The first one was, as I was on my way to the doctor's, I actually have to drive past the road where the ex lives. And I did have a fleeting moment of thinking of him as I went past yesterday morning. So this was before I bumped into him. And the fleeting thought was, he always said he hated Christmas, which was a real bind for me because I love Christmas. And he was always going on about how much he hated it and blah, blah, blah. And as I drove past his road yesterday, I thought, I wonder what he'll do this Christmas. Just momentarily thought. And I thought, I bet he'll go away, because he never liked Christmas. He always wanted to say he wanted to be away, and he never did, because he was with me at Christmas for 12 years. And I thought, I wonder if he'll go away, because that's always what he wanted to do. And then, would you believe it, 5 minutes after that, he appears. When I got home yesterday, when Grace got home from work, she came through the door, I said, I've had an experience today. I said, me to the doctors, I said, guess who I bumped into? That's all I said. And she went, you are joking me. I said, no. She said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I said, why? She said, when I went out to work this morning, I had the weirdest feeling that I was going to bump into him. How strange is that? Anyway, I'm not going to talk about it anymore because it's not worth the breath. Let's face it. But the reason I brought it up is because I wanted to say thank you all for your lovely comments. It meant a lot to me, it really did. And I know some of you are watching my channel because you're aware of my journey and why this channel started, and you are also people who have experienced the same thing. And by that I mean the narcissistic abusive cycle. And I know that a lot of you are watching my channel because you have also watched Andrew Gilroy's channel, Narc Daily, and we've all become friends through that. And I know there's a lot of you that are aware of what that cycle is all about and what it means, how prevalent it is actually, and what a terrible thing for people to endure. It is an awful thing. So I am very, very grateful to you all for showing me those few words of encouragement and support. And you all said, oh, you looked lovely, and you know, up his sort of thing. And I just thought, oh, that's so kind, because I may have looked it, I don't know, haven't watched it back, but I really was flustered. My heart was pounding for about half an hour afterwards, just that sort of overwhelming having been triggered. But I got through it quicker than I expected to. I managed to calm myself and rid myself of it very quickly. I was very proud of that, and I'm actually really pleased I did bump into him, because it reminded me how superior he thinks he is to everybody, and it reminded me of what I am really not missing out on. So thank you very much for your support there. It did mean a lot. It really did mean a lot. So, oh, it's a lovely day again. Sun shining. It's a little bit cooler than yesterday, but I'm not complaining. This is fine. I do love the sun. I love the sun. I just think it, well, I just love it. I love the summer. I love the heat, but I just love it I even love it when it's cold and sunny, you know? It just brightens everything up and makes you feel good to be alive, and it is good to be alive. I'm very, very blessed. So let's get to Tesco's and see if we can get this piece of metal nice and shiny. Oh, that's good. We've managed to get in at the car wash. That's brilliant. But it is going to take an hour, so I'm going to go and get some bits inside Tesco's. Come on. Successful morning so far. Excuse all the background noise. All the appliances are going at the moment. Washing machine, dishwasher, the lot. Bought Mom a nice bunch of flowers. Aren't these sweet? She loves roses. I know they're not very Christmassy colours, but she loves roses, and I always buy her flowers at Christmas, so I thought I'd go for something different this year. But they're lovely, aren't they? Aren't they sweet? She'll love that. So I managed to get the bits and pieces I wanted. And when I came home, Adam has written me his own little shopping list because he tells me on Christmas Eve he wants to cook a meal for me and him and Grace. It's very, very sweet. So he's going to cook us a vegetarian curry, and I'm going to need to buy white rice, aubergine, onion, potatoes, red peppers, tofu, masala sauce, garlic paste, chili paste, mixed herbs and turmeric. How lovely. He's so gorgeous. I love him to bits. So looking forward to my Christmas Eve curry, that's for sure. And I'm just going to head over to Mom's. I'm going to take Adam with me. She's very excited to see him. So we're going over to Mom's now, and we might go for a little walk as well. That was a refreshing walk, and Albert came with us, and of course Albert knows Mum's house very well because it used to be my house and he lived there for 8 years, so he often pops round to visit Granny and has a bit of cuddle time and a little saucer of milk or whatever she's got going. Oh, that was a nice walk, and Mum was so pleased to see Adam. It was lovely. We've had a nice bit of fresh air, and I'm very shortly going off to my doctor's appointment, so I'm going to end today's video here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Not been up to much today really, but I've got to do quite a bit tomorrow. Not only am I going to the hairdressers, which will take up quite a lot of the day, I need to sort out my fridge freezer as well, because there's not much room in it at the moment, and I'm going to need a lot of room for my big delivery on Friday. So I need to do a good sort out of that. Might have to put a few things over at Mom's house into her fridge maybe, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas Day 21. I've enjoyed doing it for you, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Vlogmas Day 22, it's nearly all over. We've only got 3 more days. Oh, I shall miss doing Vlogmas. A part of me won't miss doing Vlogmas, but most of me will miss doing Vlogmas. I'm really enjoying it. Hope you are too. So until tomorrow, stay safe, stay in the boat, keep doing all things good, and I shall see you tomorrow, Thursday, Vlogmas Day 22. See you then. Take care. Bye.